Okay, hey guys, my name is Pu Yong Chen and my matrix number is 1090.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ifah Iskandar bin Amli and my number matric is F1058.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Haris Daniel bin Murad and my matrix number 12 BIT 35F1098.
Right, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Aidil Hakim bin Ismail Rizal and my matric number is 1046. Today, I will explain about the means of local area network, or the short name is LAN. Alright, firstly, LAN is a local area network, and local area network is a group of computers connection with each other in a small place such as school, hospital, apartment, etc. LAN is a secure because there is no outside connection with the local area network. The data which is shared is safe on the local area network and can be accessed outside. LAN, due to their small size, are considerably faster. Their speed can range anywhere from 100 to 100 Mbps. LAN are not limited to wire connection. There is new evolution to the LANs that allows local area network to work on a wireless connection.
For the next one is WAN. What is WAN? WAN is wide area network provide long distance transmission of data. The size of the WAN is larger than LAN and MAN. WAN can cover country, continent, or even a whole world. Internet connection is an example of one. Other example of one are mobile broadband connection such as 3G, 4G, and etc. This is the diagram of the WAN. Okay, that's it from me. Let's pass it to the next person.
Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about the instruction of the assembly program. So the first line is move.w hashtag $1212, D3. This is the first line and the first instruction, and the operator is move, and the data size is word, and the source is $1212, and the destination is D3. So as you can see, the instruction, okay, the first part is the operator part, that is move or add or sub or even devo, that means by divide, yeah. And then the data size part is after the operator, that is the operator dot data size. So the data size could be word size, byte size, and others. So after the data size, there will be a source and a destination. So this the arrangement of the source and destination is the source first and then comma destination. So at here it means that hashtag $1212, this is the source, and comma, after comma D3, this is the destination. And then okay, so after the first line, let's move on to the second line. The second line is move.w hashtag $2244, comma D4, and then it's the same. The move is the operator, the word is the data size, the source is the $2244, and the lastly destination is D4. Okay, let's move on to the different one, that is the add. So the add is simpler than the move because it is shorter. So as you can see, add.w d3, d4. So let's divide it into four parts. The first is the operator. The operator is the add, is very obvious, and the next is .w, that is data size, and the third is D3 and D4. So source first until destination. So D3 is the source and D4 is the destination. Okay, the next one is move.w hashtag $1024 comma D5. So the move is operator, the .w is data size, and $1024 is the source, and lastly D5 is the destination. Okay, so the fifth one and the last one is sub.w D4 comma D5. Okay, the fifth one is the same as the third one. So how should we do? Firstly, you need to see the sub. The sub is the operator. It means that substitution. So we move the sub into the operator part, and the data size is w. That means by word, and D4 D5 source comma destination. So D4 is the source and D5 is the destination. Okay, so that's all for the instruction part, and let's move on to the addressing mode part. Okay, so now I'm going to explain to you guys the addressing mode. Okay, so the move.w hashtag $1212 D3, this is an immediate addressing. So the hashtag $1212, this is not a memory address or a location. This is the actual value, and the D3 is the location, the actual location that the value need to store at the location. And then the next is move.w hashtag $2244 comma D4. This is also an immediate addressing. So it is the same hashtag $2244. This is actual value, and D4 is the location that the value stored. Okay, so now let's move on to the third one, add.w D3 D4. So this one is data register direct. So the D means by the data register, and it should be data register direct, because add.w D3 D4 it means by the D3 is moved to D4, and data register direct, the definition is the data register, the data moved between each register. So this is the definition of data register. And then the next one is move.w hashtag $1024 D5, and this one is immediate addressing, and it is the same as the first and the second one. The hashtag $1024 is the value, and the D5 is the location. So the value stored in the location, and this will be immediate addressing. And then the last one is sub.w D4 D5. So D4 D5 is data register, and D4 will store into D5, and this means by the fifth one is data register direct in the addressing mode. So that's all for the addressing mode part, and let's move on to the coding and the output part.
Okay, here this is the coding according to the question. As you can see, the value of the question must be put after the put program put. Okay, so this is the value of the question, and this is the info. Kept the file in D4, kept the file in D5. This is health simulator that to stop the program after complete the output. So this is end start, the last line of source. So let me move to the output of the question. So here is the output of the question. As you can see, first line it will be start with origin 1000 and start after the origin 1000. Types of addressing mode. origin 1000 is register direct addressing. On the location in memory is 1000. Next, we have move.w hashtag $1212, D3 at the location of 1000. The code is this 363C 1212. The operator is move. The data type is W. That's word. The data size of data type word is 16 bits. And this is addressing mode. Okay. Next, the location in memory is 1004. That is 383C 2244. So we have the addressing mode is move.w hashtag $2244, D4. So the type of addressing mode is immediate data addressing. So the next lane, number 5, 1008 D843, their code, and the addressing mode is at D3, D4. Types of addressing mode is register direct addressing. Next, the lane number 6, the location in memory. The location in memory is 1000A. That is 3A3C 1024. The addressing mode is move.w hashtag $ or hexadecimal 1024, D5. The types of addressing mode is immediate data addressing. So the next lane, number 7, is 1000E. The code 9A44. So the addressing mode is sub D4, D5. The types of addressing mode is register direct addressing. The operator that it performs is sub, like the value of D4 and the value of D5 will be sub between them. And lastly, on the lane at location in memory is 1010. Here's the code, and the addressing mode is SimHealth or health simulator. The function of health simulator is to stop calculate of the programs, and when the CPU have reached to this SimHealth, it will be stopped and continue with the next instruction, and it also will be avoid the crash of the programs. So lastly, we have the lane of the location in memory and their code, and this is the specific of the location of the program. Okay, that's all from me about the coding and the output and the location also.
Okay guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.